Hello and welcome to Hadoop Exam Learning Resources. In module number 6 we will be working on the Python string and one various functions of the string and then various operation on the string, which is very important if we are moving to the data science learning. So this string and more collections needs to be worked upon. So we'll do this, and one of the example we'll do how to read the file in the Python. Okay, so let's string is a collect sequence of the characters. That's all. Like this is the example of the string, which you can see here. So we can define the strings and very simple way. Here you can see. Very good. Sorry, it's actually copy pasting this double character is a problem. Double quotation here. So let me type manually. Name equals to. I'll use single quotation here, single quote here. Hadoop exam.com. Okay, so now name contains this value, Hadoop exam.com. Correct. Define a string and use it as indexes. Suppose we have defined as a string like this. We have just override the existing string name. Now work done. If I would say string indexes start with a 0 and a what I wanted to tell you here is, let me clean out the screen. Suppose work done is our string, correct? So here if I say this is the 0th position, this is 1 position, this is 3rd position, this is 4 position, this empty space is the 5th position, this is 6th position, this is 7th position, this is 8 position, this is 9 position, this is 10 position. So overall string length is what? 11, correct? But index will start from 0 and end with 10. That's the thing you remember. So suppose I would use name 0, so what it should print actually first index of this w. If I would say name 1, this then second value is would be printed. If I would say 11, which is the length of the string, so it will give error index out of range expression, because as we have seen our index start from 0 and end with 10. If you try to use 11 it will fail. So if we want it last character, so what we have to do is exactly name 10, correct? So it will give us the this exclamatory sign, correct? So now there is a better way to do this. If we want, we don't know this name, length of the name and minus 1 is the index. So what it would become, it's 11 is the length is the function, and minus 1 what 10 would become, so it would print 10. So now we can see get the last character. If we don't know the length of the string, then this is the function which help us to get the length of the string, correct? Now this is what we have done. Finding the length of the string, it's very simple. Just use this functions and we can get this. It says the 11 characters is the string length. Now traversing the string, like if I wanted to traverse the entire string, then what I will do, its name is my string. For each character I will assign to C and print the C. What exactly I am going to do this here, I would say it is my string work done, correct? This is our string. So what I would see, read this character, assign it to C and print the C, so W. Then again go back here and assign value C to second value and print here. Oh, then move ahead your pointer this and assign it and print this kind of thing. This is keep moving until this. So that is the for loop syntax, which we say for C in. So name, for name each character would be assigned in C and printed. So for each character this would be printed. So for C in name, do this activity, correct? So let's define it. Very simple syntax. you just practice it, so it would be easy to remember actually. So as much practice you do, you will learn it. So now you can see, once we are done with the functions, sorry, it's not a function, it's just for loop. So we just out of this for loop, and it's printed each character, correct. Similarly, we can use the while loop and while condition, as we have seen, like length is 11 until it is length less than 11, 0. So we'll keep printing. So here you can see, will while loop, length of name is 11 character, I start with 0. So 0 is less than 11, yes, true. This condition, name 0 would be printed here, so that would be w would be printed. Then I become I plus 1, so I would become now 1, and we will see 1 is still less than 11, yes, this is true. Then here will come I replaced by 1, so name 1 would be printed, so second character would be printed. And then I would become 2, and then kind of thing until it would become like 11. As soon as I become 11, it is not, this condition is true, so we are out of this loop. So it should print all the characters as well. Sorry, again this indentation is the problem. Okay, let me take this to a string here. Then this, once we are in this here, to print I, then do this I equals to I plus 1, and once we are out of while loop, it would print the entire string here, correct. Now this is way we can loop using the for loop and while loop. So we generally use this loop, we wanted to iterate over the each character. Slicing of the string, if you want to some part of the string or something, so how would you do this? So 3:7, what exactly does it? Suppose we have a string like this, work done, correct. This is string, so this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, correct. This is our string. Okay, so this is space, I believe here. So 9 is this, and this is the 10. Okay, if I would say 3 to 7, I want 3 to 7, but 7 is excluding. Okay, so it start from 3 4 5 and 6. It would print the string whatever for this indexes. So what it should print actually, k space d o n, correct. So this should, it should print here if I use this slicing. See, okay, you can see k do, as we have discussed here. T is capital, so here that's fine. If I miss the first part here, if I use colon comma 3, so what is exactly, it would become 0. Let's assume it. If you put empty, then it would become 0 to 3, and this is again excluding. So 0 1 and 2 index. So what is w o r would be printed here, correct. So here you can see WR. Now let's say 3 colon nothing. So if I do use 3 colon nothing, so it would be end of the index. Okay, so rather than 0, if I have colon 3 means start of the string and end here, excluding this part. If I have 3 colon and nothing here, start from 3 and end of the string, okay, till end of the string. So let's do this here, 3 colon do this, so it would start from k to end of the string, you can see here. Now if I have 3 colon 3, so what it do actually, it should print a third value, or it should not. So as we can see, third value is 0 1 2 3 k, but it is also saying third at the last index, that is excluded, so it will not print anything. So if you have both the index same, it will not print anything, okay, because that is not considered any string here. If I put only colons, so what happens here is, if we have only colons, it means only colon means it would start of the index and end of the string, start of the string and end of the string, so entire string would be printed technically. correct. So if you see, this is entire string would be printed here. Now let's move. String is immutable. Immutable means once string is created, you cannot change it. If I say like we have name is defined, correct? So now name is our string which has work done. Now if I wanted to say like second character of this string should change to E. Okay, so like this is third character actually. So R is replaced, should be replaced by E. If I try to do this, what happens? Let's try to do this. What it says, you cannot do this. String object does not support item assignment. Means once you create a string object, you cannot change in this value. So what exactly it does, uh, once you create a string, let's say this is the memory area of your computer, and you have created a pointer name, and the string is work done in some memory area. So now string object is created, and you are saying I wanted to replace this string R value with the E, so that is not supported here. Okay, what you can do here is you can replace entire string, not replace, actually change the pointer, create another string, let's say something else, and assign this pointer to this value. So that is possible. So if you try to do this, yes, this is possible. If you do this, so you create another string. Okay, so let me clean it out here. This is our memory area. Okay, and first string is work done, is first string is created in memory, pointed by name variable, correct. Now I'll create another string, yes it is possible, something in memory. And what I can do, I can remove this pointer and change to this, but I cannot change the content in the inside the string. That's the reason string is known as immutable. So once string is created, you cannot change its value. That's what it means. So you can just change the pointer here and it can work. So let's do this exercise. This, so it is allowed, you see it is allowed. Now if I print name, then it would now have this string, it's pointed by, because we have changed the assignment from this to this. Now if I would do this again, like name equals to work done, okay, so let me put this here, sorry. Okay, let's leave it right now. So we can assign it a new string. So we have created third string here, work done. This is third string, and now remove this pointer and you can point here, but you cannot change content inside the string. That is the property is known as immutable string. Now let's do the some sample methods of string as we have already done. Like if I wanted to change the case of the string name dot, you just put the name dot, and you can see all the methods are available here, and you can read about them and use this method. So if I would say upper, change to uppercase, so you can see all the characters are changed to the uppercase. If name dot find O, whether this character is there or not, O character in this, yes it is available on the first position. If I say name, so here you can see it's a first position. If I do the upper, it won't change the value of name itself, it returns another copy which is capitalized value. Okay, it won't change itself this value, so it's original value intact as it is. As I mentioned, it is immutable, it won't change the existing value, correct. So it is as it is intact, but here is the new copy of the string would be written here. So if I say name dot find O, small o, it is there. If I change this functions to this capital O, then it will return false. -1, because -1 means this character is not part of the string. Capital O is not there in the string, small o is there, correct. If I wanted to find again small o, and starting position should be after 2, is it there? Yes, at the 6th position you can say 2. So start from the second position and see if there is any o in the next, because I know the first position is the second index is available, first index is available, but next is the sixth index is available. Okay, so now similarly for capital E is there or not. If I try to find it, it's not there, it returns -1. So you can even find the character sequence. Okay, so is it not there? So if I wanted to find character sequence like this work, yes it is there, it start from the 0 position. If I say ork is there, yes it start from the first index. That's where you can find the string. So these are the various methods available. You can use a string in operator. Similarly, a is there in the our string name, it will return true false. No, a is not there. Similarly, y is e there, it is not there, because our string I wanted to test with this string actually. So let me assign it here and then see uh, this ye is in the name. Yes, it is in the name. Now it should return okay, yes is capital, so ye capital. If I do, yes it is there, true. So this is uh, you can find it. Now comparing the two string, if you want to compare the two string, you can use the equal operator here. Okay, so if I assign name equals to John now, and I would check if name of the equal to John is true, then print this message. Okay, so I want this message to be printed. Yes, the name is equal to John. Yes, if this condition is true, so it would print this true, correct. If I change the name to something else, John 1, and then I'll do this condition and this looping, so it is out of 2, it doesn't do anything. Similarly, if I would say my string is quicktechie.com is the name of the string, and if name is less than hadoopexam.com, what it does is actually a string characters sequence. It would check q is not less than of h, because h comes before the q, correct. So this condition would be false here, so this condition won't pass, so this statement should not be printed here. L if, as we have seen, name is quicktechie.com is greater than training for exam, q comes after t, sorry, before t, so this condition is also false. Okay, so this condition is still false, so this statement should not be printed here. Now come to this condition. Sorry, we are out of all this. Do this, come here, back, go here, copy, else, print, and try to print this statement. So this statement should be printed, because above both the two if and else if fails, so it goes to the else block, and it should print you are not matched quicktechie.com. So no string is matched with the quicktechie.com, correct. So that's the, you can use in the comparison operator as well string. So do much more exercise with you with yourself, because all the h with the capital letters are always considered lower than the all the small letter characters. Also remember, correct. This thing, h is sorry, not h, I mean to say here, if you have one is h capital and one is small h, so this is always true. Sorry, other way around, this is always false, and h is greater than equals to h, this is true. Let's do this exercise. I believe it should print here as well. H is greater than capital H. true, correct? So that's what I wanted to say, and this condition would always be false. Okay, so now this way you can use the comparison for string. Now reading a file in the Python, we'll just do the very basic exercise. Now create a text file here in the C drive test folder. So I'll go to the C drive. Inside I'll create a new folder named test, and I'll create a file name mywords.txt file name. Okay, and put some text here. I'll just add the text from here only, and add this text here, close the file, and now use this open functions to open the file in the read mode. Okay, so R is for the read mode. So just open this file path and give, I have used the forward slash here, you can see here, because if I use backward slash then it would become tab character. Backward slash, here you can see, if you want to use backward slash in Windows, then use this 2 times backward slash, because what happens, it's like if you use single slash then it would become tab character, so that would create a problem. So let's first use this syntax to open a file. Now we have opened the file. I'll run this later on. For loop in the file, each line we will be reading from the file. So there is 4 line in fin, so fin is, and each line would be in the line uh, parameters. Okay, and we will be printing, we will strip would remove the actually the space if there any let me tell you what exactly strip does. I'm not sure strip function is there or not. I'm not sure, it is not showing right now. Okay, so now, sorry, we should have printed as well. Enter here and use the print word. Okay, in the for loop itself we will print it. So it is not printing somehow. So line dot strip. Okay, don't use this for line in word equals to line. So let's use this part only, and then try to print the word. I'm not sure right now, it's not able to read the file. It's somehow, let me check file name mywords.txt. mywords.txt is there, file is there, content is there, mywords.txt. That is, this is the txt file details, c colon txt. I'm not sure what is the problem here. Let's open the file with this path. I don't know, somehow it's not working. It should have worked actually. Colon, I've already tested this, but something wrong. For loop print line directly. Now it's printing. Okay, so I don't know what is happening previously. So now let's open it again, then use this entire code. Okay, it's printing it, correct. So somehow it was missed this pointer, it is closed, or somehow I don't know what happens. So now strip function with actually what it does, it's actually Okay, let me tell you. I'm not sure this is available here. Dot strip, yeah, here, because it's not able to find whether line would be a word or string format or not, because this class definition is not available. So this will returns a copy of the string as with the leading and trailing spaces, white spaces removed. So that's the strip function. If there is a space or new line character is available, so it would be removed. So that's the what strip function does. So we have read the file here, we have created a file and read it. So there is another way you can use this double slash as well. And let's do this. Okay, do this activity and do the same thing again. It should print here. Okay, so same things is printed. So if you can either use the double slash if you wanted to use the backward slash, or you can use the forward slash, only this one, single one, correct. So if you want to use backward slash, you have to use to both the slash. So thanks for watching, and I hope you like this session. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, so whenever we upload new sessions. So we have completed 6 sessions from the Python training, so we'll be adding soon more sessions. So please subscribe with YouTube. And if you are also want to subscribe many products provided by the hadoopexam.com, you can visit the hadoopexam.com and get the products. As well as we are moving towards the data science training actually. So we have started with the data science training, so we'll slowly move towards the data science. So these are the various certification material. At last, if you want regular updates from the hadoopexam.com, I would suggest you put your name and email ID here. So whenever within a within a month, 1 or 2 email we will send you to like any updates Hadoop exam does. So thanks, I hope you like this session. If you like this session, just give thumbs up on YouTube.